Intro, attention grabbing, opening, stop. Before you open that can of soup, before you take that first spoon, before you trust that shiny label screaming healthy, homemade, comfort food, you need to hear this. Some of the most popular canned soups in UK supermarkets are not just disappointing, they are loaded with salt, hidden sugars, cheap fillers, artificial flavors, and ultra-processed ingredients that could be silently damaging your health. And the worst part, millions of people buy them every week, thinking they're making a smart and healthy choice. Today, we expose the 8 worst UK canned soup brands you should never buy. Brands that look innocent, taste okay, but hide some seriously ugly truths inside the can. Watch till the end, because brand number 1 might already be sitting in your kitchen cupboard. Why canned soup is not as safe as you. K canned soup is marketed as quick, cheap, comforting, healthy. But here's the reality. Most canned soups are extremely high in sodium, made with low-quality vegetables, thickened using starches instead of real ingredients, packed with preservatives and flavor ultra-processed to last for some cans contain more salt than your entire daily limit in just one serving. And no, low-fat or vegetarian does not mean healthy. The biggest problem, salt overheat. The NHS recommends no more than 6 grams of salt per day. Many UK canned soups contain 2 grams to 3 grams of salt per bowl. Some cans have 2 servings, meaning you unknowingly consume double the danger. High salt intake can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney damage, water retention, and bloating. Yet brands continue to sell these products without clear warnings. Brand number 8, Heinz Classic Canned Heinz. This might shock you, because Heinz is one of the most trusted food brands in the UK. What's wrong with Heinz canned soups? While not all Heinz soups are terrible, many classic varieties are a problem. Main issues: very high sodium levels, added sugar in savory soups, highly processed ingredients, artificial flavor enhancement. Example: Heinz tomato soup contains hidden sugar. Chicken and vegetable varieties rely more on flavorings than real meat. It tastes good because it's engineered to taste good, not because it's nutritious. Eating it occasionally, fine. Eating it regularly, bad idea. Brand number 7, Baxter's Canned Soups. Baxter's markets itself as premium, traditional, Scottish, wholesome, but don't let the image fool you. The hidden problems with Baxter's: shockingly high salt content, thickened using starch instead of real vegetables, long ingredient lists, Baxter's soups contain over 1.5 grams of salt per serving, and most people eat the whole can. Premium packaging does not mean premium health. Brand number 6, Campbell's Canned Soups. Campbell's is iconic, especially tomato soup. But nostalgia doesn't equal nutrition. Why Campbell's makes this list: extremely high sodium, very low protein, added sugars in tomato-based soups, highly refined ingredients. Many Campbell's soups are mostly water thickened with flour or cornstarch, flavored artificially to compensate. You're paying for branding, not nourishment. What these brands have in common: all the brands we've mentioned so far share dangerous similarities: long shelf life, a red flag; low, real vegetable content; heavy processing, high salt and sugar; cheap fillers instead of whole foods they are designed for; storage, profit; taste addiction, not for your health. Mid-video engagement, important for YouTube. Comment below. Have you tried any of these soups? Which one shocked you the most? Like, if you want more honest food reviews, subscribe so you don't miss part 2, where things get even worse, because the next brands are cheaper, more popular, and far more dangerous. Quick recap: boost retention. In part 1, we exposed how canned soups are often salt bombs. Trusted brands like Heinz, Baxter, and Campbell's hide ultra-processed ingredients. Long shelf life usually means low nutrition. Now things get even worse, because the next brands are cheaper, more common, and marketed as healthy choices. Let's continue. Brand number 5, Tesco own brand, Canned Soups. Tesco's own brand soups are everywhere. Cheap, convenient, healthy value labels. But here's the truth. Why Tesco canned soups are a problem: extremely high sodium, inconsistent ingredient quality, very low real vegetable content, heavy use of stabilizers, and thick varieties contain over 1.8 grams of salt per can, more starch than vegetables. Cheap price equals cheap nutrition. Eating these regularly can slowly increase blood pressure without you realizing it. Brand number 4, Asda, Smart Price, Essentials, SOUPS. These soups target families on a budget, but the cost is paid by your body. Hidden dangers in ASDA canned soups: ultra-processed formulas, minimal protein, artificial flavoring, extremely watery texture. Cans contain less than 5% actual vegetables, mostly water plus salt plus flavor enhancement. These soups fill your stomach, not your nutritional needs. Brand number 3, Sainsbury's Basics Hub. So UPS Sainsbury's has a premium image, but their budget soups tell a different story. Why they make the never buy list: high salt, disguised with balanced flavor claims, vegetable powders instead of whole vegetables, long ingredient lists, added sugars in tomato soups. The word vegetable on the label does not mean real vegetables inside. The truth about healthy labels, words like low-fat, vegetarian, plant-based, balanced, comfort food, are marketing tools, not health guarantees. What actually matters: ingredient list, sodium per serving, protein content, whole food percentage, and, sadly, most canned soups fail badly on all four. Brand number 2, Morrison's own brand SOUPs. Morrison's claims freshness, but their canned soups don't deliver. Why Morrison's soups disappoint: very high salt levels, minimal meat content, thickened artificially low fiber. Some varieties contain more salt than a packet of crisps, less nutrition than instant noodles. At that point, it's not food, it's flavored liquid. What happens if you eat these original whiting bad canned soup? Often can lead to constant bloating, water retention, high blood pressure, cravings for salty foods, poor digestion, fatigue. Because soup feels light, people overconsume it, doubling the damage. Engagement break, very important. Comment now. Which supermarket soup do you buy most? Like if you want the truth about supermarket foods. Subscribe for part 3, because brand number 1 is the worst of all. Coming up in part 3, the final part. In part 3, we will reveal the number 1 worst UK canned soup brand, shocking ingredient comparisons, why doctors warn against this soup, what you should buy instead. Don't miss it. This brand is in almost every UK home. Not all soups are created equal. Some of the soups sitting quietly on UK supermarket shelves are doing more harm than good. And the number 1 brand on this list is the biggest offender of them all. This isn't about taste. This isn't about price. This is about what repeated consumption does to your body. Let's expose it. Brand number 1, Aldi and Lidl. Basic/value canned SO. The cheapest canned soups from Aldi and Lidl. They are popular. They are affordable. They sell millions of cans every year, but they are also the worst when it comes to nutrition. Why these soups rank? Number A, worst: extremely high sodium per serving, very low quality vegetables, almost no protein, artificial flavoring to boost taste, heavy use of thickeners and starches. Some varieties contain less than 4% real vegetables, nearly 2 grams of salt per can. Long ingredient lists filled with additives. These soups are designed to be cheap, shelf-stable, and addictive, not nourishing. The salt trap. Why number 1 is so dangerous. Most people eat the entire can. That means double the salt, double the additives, double the health risk over time. This can contribute to high blood pressure, kidney strain, swelling and bloating, increased risk of heart disease. And because these soups are budget-friendly, people eat them more often, which makes them even more dangerous. Ingredient comparison. Shocking truth. Let's compare. Homemade soup. Fresh vegetables, real herbs, natural fats. Short ingredient list. Worst. Canned soup. Water-modified starch, flavor enhancers, vegetable powder, excess salt. That's not soup. That's processed liquid food. Why do supermarkets get away with THISB? Because labels follow legal minimums, serving sizes are misleading, ingredients are listed in tiny print, marketing focuses on price, not health, and most people never read the label. What you should buy instead: safe alternatives if you still want convenience. Choose fresh soups from in-store counters, refrigerated soups with short shelf life, brands with under 0.6 grams salt per 100 grams, soups with recognizable ingredients only, or better yet, after exposing the worst soup brands, one big question remains. So, what should we actually eat? Because awareness without solutions is incomplete. In this part, I'll show you how to read soup labels like a pro, which soups are less harmful, easy healthy swaps, common soup myths that fool millions. Let's fix the problem, not just expose it. How to read a canned soup label step by step. Next time you're in a UK supermarket, check these 5